Hello, guys. Welcome to College U. This is Eric Shanahan here to help with a question that someone has. This question is on the surface. It might appear a little hard, but it actually doesn't do too bad. So let's jump right into it so we can make this video nice and short. So what we need to know is how much does Mr. Martin need to invest today in order to have $10,000 by his granddaughter's 16th birthday, right? So here's how we're going to do this. A is also known as our future value. So our future value, which is given, will be $10,000, right? That's how much we need to have in the future. So $10,000. Awesome. Our I is also equivalent to our rate. So our rate in this example is 8% yearly. So just be careful. Always put the N unit or the unit that it belongs to. So it's 8% yearly. Good. And our N, which is also given, will be, so N is essentially the difference or the time period in which something happens, right? So from 16, we look at the end date, which looks like it's going to be on her 16th birthday. And then we look at the beginning date. So on the birth of his granddaughter, that's technically considered 0, right? If she was 1, then it would just be 16 minus 1. But it says on the birth of his granddaughter, 16 minus 0. And then it is important to know this concept. We always add 1 more to what you actually think it should be, right? So if we do, for example, 16 minus 1, so maybe she's 16, and he invests money starting on her first birthday. That would then be 16 minus 1 plus 1. We always add the plus 1 at the end because it accounts for the year that it begins, right? It doesn't, it has a value associated to it. So 16 minus 0 is 16. Awesome. Plus 1 will actually be 17. So 17 years. Great. Now, the only issue that we need to address is this. It says we need to compound our investment semi-annually. So semi-annually means 2 times throughout the year, right? And what we have set up is expressed as a yearly. So what we have to do is simply adjust our rate and our N in order to ensure that it is on a semi-annual basis. So instead of 8%, it's actually going to be, we divide 8% by 2, because now it's going to be 4% on a semi-annual basis. Great. Now our N will be so it's 17 times 2. Once again, in order to get it on a semi-annual basis, this means that N would be 34 semi-annually payments, or the period. Semi-annually. So what we need to do now is simply look at our financial calculator in order to calculate the present value. Now, I'm going to be using the VA Calc, which I highly recommend. And since we do have the data, we are going to clear that. And now let's begin. Hit second clear. Our future value, which is given to us, is going to be 10,000. So type in 10,000. And then you're going to type or hit future value, which is right here. And then hit enter. Awesome. Now we're going to hit and type 4, which is our rate. Remember, 4, and then you hit I over Y. I over Y is equivalent to our rate. And now the last thing that we do need is our period, how many times it's going to occur. So remember, it's going to be 34, and then you hit N, enter, and now you hit compute present value. Awesome. So we figured out our present value. Our present value is going to be $2,635.52. And what that means in context is that we're going to have to invest $2,635.52 in order to have a future value of $10,000 at a semi-annual basis rate of 4%. I hope that helps, and feel free to continue to ask more questions. Okay, have a great day.